This is Channel 2 News, coverage you can count on.
From the color of your walls to how you organize can change the way a kid learns.
The first day of school is right around the corner, and teachers are working hard in Washoe County to get all their classrooms set up by then. See how much it costs, though, to get it all done. School Watch tops Channel 2 News at 5:30. Every year, teachers spend hundreds of dollars, and this is their own money that they're spending for classroom supplies. First-year teachers can spend more than $1,000, though, probably pretty easily, don't you think?
Yeah, sure.
Good evening. I'm Kristen Remington.
I'm Wendy DeMonte. Thank you for keeping it here tonight. Well, this afternoon, we caught up with some busy teachers getting everything ready for the first day of school. Chloe Beardsley joins us now with how much educators are forking out for their classes. Chloe?
Well, ladies, multiple studies show that teachers spend on average around $500 each year out of their own pocket. And every teacher I talked with today said while it may be a lot of money, it's always worth the investment.
It's like solving a Rubik's Cube.
This is Kate Carter. She's been teaching for 16 years.
5 groups of 5.
She's setting up her class for her 5th graders, who will march into this room on August 10th.
Getting the classroom ready takes a lot of planning. All the books on the shelf I've purchased with my money.
Over the years, she's created quite a costly collection of learning tools, with the most important being books.
Each of these books are $8 a piece. My first few years, I would say I was probably $1,000 a year out of my own pocket.
But this company
We also bumped into teachers stocking up on supplies, everything from books, decorations, crafts, pens, pencils, and project paper at Parent Teacher Aids in Reno.
I'm just browsing some phonics material for my first graders.
All of these items add up.
40.87. That's 77.83. 43.92 will be your total.
I just think it's important for them to have different resources to use. Games for math, for primary sources.
We learned today many teachers also step in and pay for supplies for students whose families can't afford it.
Pencils and crayons.
To help, some teachers are partially reimbursed. This year, Senate Bill 133 was signed into law, which would reimburse educators for out-of-pocket expenses up to $250. Alyssa Wagner says while it does help, it's still not enough.
Most teachers come in here and spend at least that much, if not more, throughout the year, especially new teachers. New teachers are spending about like $800.
Going over by the file cabinet.
Back in class, Kate says even though she doesn't start getting paid until next week, putting in the extra hours for her students is priceless.
You know, my job isn't about keeping track of who I give what. It's about what I can give to those students so they can become successful members of the community.
And we're told roughly 1 in 6 kids can't afford the supplies they need for the school year. Now, if you'd like to help donate supplies, you can go to our website and donate to the Teachers Warehouse. We've put more information on that. Just go to KTVN.com and click on the blue News Links button. Covering School Watch, Chloe Beardsley, Channel 2 News.
Boy, Chloe, we're fortunate to have such generous teachers out there. No question about that. Thank you. Well, the deeper we move into the 21st century, the more Washoe County is using technology for education, preparing students for the world that is changing and changing quickly. Paul Nelson joins us now live in the newsroom after speaking with school district officials about the role the tech world plays for our students. Paul?
Yeah, Kristen, school's a lot more than chalkboards and textbooks in today's world. Part of that is because of the popularity of mobile devices like laptops and tablets. But officials say having the technology is not enough. Teachers also have to know how to use it to help kids learn.
There you go, have fun.
It's been about a year and a half since 1,700 Carson City Middle School students got new laptops for school, part of a trend towards mobile devices for education.
And what's really cool about that is that kids can really have the technology in their hands and be using the technology themselves and learning through the technology.
Educators around the state have been paying attention and say they've seen the benefits of using laptops and tablets.
Things like communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and especially on creativity.
State lawmakers passed the Nevada Ready 21 plan during this year's legislative session. $22 million will be spent on mobile devices for middle school students over the next 2 years. The goal is to get them into all middle and high school classrooms within 6 years.
Obviously, it changes a number of things for parents and for teachers, but I think we're seeing some really positive effects, especially in terms of student discipline, in terms of student engagement in school.
A year and a half ago, only 9 Washoe schools had Wi-Fi access. That's why $12.5 million was allocated for upgrades to wireless infrastructure. Today, 59 schools have it, and the other 26 will by May.
It really begins the process for us of really moving towards a real digital world for our students.
That's something Sidford says is critical for the future workforce and the economy.
We do know that it's going to be a different world, and we do know that the digital technologies are just a part of the way we do business. And so preparing these kids for that world is part of our job.
And Sidford says reading, writing, and arithmetic are still the most critical for education, and the digital age won't replace them. But he says there has been a national movement towards digital textbooks, either online or on tablets. Covering School Watch Live in the newsroom, Paul Nelson, Channel 2 News.